A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. In this session, I would be talking about the divine masculine and feminine, both coming in balanced energies, which means that both of them have equal amount of masculine energy and equal amount of feminine energy, which is exactly what the goal of this twin flame journey is. So from that perspective, it's actually a good news for those people who have been working on themselves since a long time now. For private sessions, personal readings, guidance on dream interpretation, counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first, and once you're sure, write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. When it comes to twin flame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything from you about your journey before the reading so that we can get the best and most accurate answers. But in case of therapies, you have to share with me different facets of your life so we can heal the wounded inner child, which then leads to a 5D union. And without the 5D union, 3D union is not possible. You can also get my book In the Name of Love. It has 5 channel twin flame stories based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. The link is also given in the description box. This book is quite capable in uplifting the energies of people who are in low frequencies and low vibrations. You can connect with me on Instagram. The handle is the Sunamoon Goddess, and you can check out 2 more channels, the Sunamoon Vlogs, which is based on Ascension Lifestyle, and Ramayan and Mahabharat Diaries. Ramayan and Mahabharat Diaries is a channel which I would be dedicating to on the stories of Lord Sri Ram and Sita and Shri Krishna's life. So when Shri Krishna was born, you all know, some of you must have heard about Radha and Krishna's love story also. Both Ram and Sita and Krishna and Radha, they were divine twin flame couples. So their life story can give you a lot of energy. It can uplift you, bring you out from dark corners and dark places, and it can increase devotional energy in you. In the twin flame journey, it's very important to be in devotional energies. It's very important to surrender. Okay, here taking control doesn't work. Here surrendering works much better than anything else. Also, for those feminines and masculines who had attracted false twin relationships before in the past, those people will also get some relief because they are going to attract their true twin flame very soon because of the balance in energy. Okay. Now, in some cases, how it will work out is that both the masculine and the feminine are going to feel the same urge to talk to each other, to be with each other, and whether or not they discuss it out, but in their hearts, but they will also discuss it out. That's definitely going to happen sooner or later. Maybe some of them have already discussed it and some of them are feeling it very deeply, like both of them feel this restlessness or they feel this deep desire for each other, or they just get into very appreciative energies for each other, which means that as much as the DM is finding the feminine to be attractive, beautiful, attractive, sensuous, and he can see those feminine qualities or those beautiful qualities she possesses, on the other hand, the feminine can also find him to be very attractive. Like if in case what had happened in between is that due to the constant heartbreaks or betrayals or all the negative emotions they both went through, they had shut down their feelings and they had been telling themselves or each other that, I just want to be alone now. I just want to be single. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to go out with anyone. Or I don't even want to feel anything for a man or a woman, vice versa. Okay. And respectively. But because they both did so much inner work, they did so much surrendering work. They completely surrendered to source and they completely surrendered to the masters. And they said that to the masters only we are going to have all our talks and all our discussions. We don't want to even talk up to it to our family members, or if they have somebody in their life, any divine counterpart, or they are dating someone briefly or whatever it is. we are not going to discuss it with anyone. Okay. Now, this particular divine feminine and masculine, they are not one of those who had gone into no contact. So, if you feel that you and your masculine, how would you know that you resonate with this channeling? That you have not gone completely no contact, okay? Which means you did not block each other. You might have stopped talking to each other, or you might not have spoken so much in the past some time while you were doing inner work, because you thought that, till the time I don't fix my life. It's very important for the feminine and the masculine to both become responsible enough and think that first, let me fix my life. If I don't fix my life financially, emotionally, mentally and physically, by physically we mean that putting yourself into an exercise, putting yourself into a schedule, putting yourself into a routine, putting yourself into some kind of a mode where you are not dependent on other people financially, even emotionally, you are strong enough. If you want to cry, you can sit and cry alone, or you can talk to your spirit guides and you can talk to your master, but you don't go around to other people and talking about your problems. Or if you say get into therapy also, you are at least conscious enough that I am going to find the correct therapist. Because I know a lot of people who have told me that though they have been going into a therapy and they've been meeting therapists and all that, but they've met very worldly therapists. So those therapists, they have no idea about twin flames. They don't have any idea about ascension journey. What they will do is, you have a problem? Okay, I'm going to write down a prescription for you. Please go and have this medicine, 1 pill in the morning and 1 pill in the evening. So that is not correct therapy. That is actually the worst type of therapy that you can get into, because they don't think and they don't know that your problem is even genuine. They feel that this person is really stupid to be talking about spiritual ascension. Okay. Now, another thing that happens is that sometimes when you get into therapy mode or you go to readers, they also pamper you a lot. They massage your ego a lot and they want to please you. So anything you ask to them, they will give you yes, 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 yes answers. Yeah, you are right. Yes, you are right. They don't really mean it. Within their hearts, you tell them about twin flame or tell them about spiritual ascension journey, they will say, oh, this person is talking something stupid. But let me just say yes to everything, because I want them to keep coming back to me again and again, because I'll say all these nice things to them. I'll tell them exactly what they want to hear and they will keep coming back to me. So these are the type of people who are going to put your journey on a delay mode. Okay, because they don't really care about it. And in fact, they have never studied about twin flames. They have genuinely never studied anything about spirituality. They have studied psychology as a subject. That's it. Like how you study in the school or in the college, they study psychology. Like they can tell you this is a disorder, that is a disorder, and you take this medicine and you will be fine. The idea for any genuine therapist is to put the person out of medicines, first of all, chemical medicines. And secondly, you got to make them independent so that they can take care of themselves when they have an emotional issue. Okay. So now this is one of the things. Second thing is that the masculine and the feminine, both of them have to become independent on their own. Okay. They need to create a system. They need to create a lifestyle wherein they don't even need one another. They can be each other's support system. They can be each other's friend. They can be, there for each other. They can show each other the light. They can show each other some kind of good guidance. But twin flame journey is designed in such a way, and this is, for some people it can be seen as something fortunate, and for some people it can be seen as something unfortunate. The twin flame journey is designed in such a way that when your devotional energies become low, when you are in low frequency, you are going to get disconnected from your twin flame. This is how twin flame relationships work. Twin flame relationships are not like other soulmate relationships. Please understand that. So if your connection with your twin flame is not in a good space, if it is a weak connection, it means that your devotional energies are low. You are living in low frequency, low energies. That's the reason why you are not able to connect with your twin at all. So in this case, in this channeling session, both of them are in balanced energies. Both of them find each other very attractive. Both of them want to talk to each other, and both of them also know that they are talking to each other, or they are close to each other, or they love each other's company because they have devotion. And because of devotion, because of the help of the masters and the spirit guides, they are able to see the light in each other. But they don't want anything from each other. It's not like, yeah, I have to give you something, or the woman thinks I need something from the man, and the man thinks I need something from the woman. In most cases in the worldly world, women want man to give them money, and man wants the woman to have sex with him or produce his children, offsprings. So this is a very give and take type of a situation. In most cases, in the worldly world scenario, when a man finds a woman attractive, he thinks that she can be the mother of my children. That's why he wants her. That's why he finds her attractive. He feels that, out of all the 10 girls I know, this one can be my wife because she will give birth to my children. But in the spiritual reality, in the twin flame world, that's not how he sees her. He sees that she is a godly woman, and she sees that he is a godly man. He is a devotee of God. He's a true devotee of God. Okay, and he is going to serve other people. He is not going to be a provider only for me, because a true divine feminine, the one who has awakened the goddess energy in her, she does not need a man to fulfill her materialistic desires. She is, she's like the Lakshmi within her is awakened, so she can make her own money. She can do anything she wants. She can go to any corner of the world fearlessly. That is her power. That is her gift. She is not scared of anyone. She does not please anyone. Forget about pleasing a man. She cannot please anyone. Such people cannot please anyone. Okay? So why does she need a man? If a woman can make her own money, if a woman is emotionally strong, she is great support system, she can take care of other people, then why does she need a man? She has all the qualities of a provider. So she looks for a man who can be a provider for others. She is going to be that type of a woman who is going to tell her man, you have money, go and help people. Go and give it to that person or this person. Or if she has a mission, she wants to do something for someone else, she'll take the man along. Both of them can take care of each other. And in the worldly world scenario, you will see the opposite of it. Okay. Now here also, in case of the man also, he is not a sex-driven, sex-hungry man, okay? He doesn't like women who are, seducing him, or who are forgetting everything about themselves and going crazy after a man. He doesn't need that type of woman. He wants to be with a woman who serves other people, who is selfless, extremely selfless, very powerful woman. That's the type of woman he will get attracted to. And this is also the reason why we tell divine feminines to do their inner work, constant inner work, because that inner work gives them power, strength. They get inner guidance from that. They get support of the masters. They are pure in their hearts. So the man is not looking for a body. He is not attracted with body. If he finds her beautiful, if he finds her attractive, that's not because she has a beautiful body or a sexy figure or this or that. He can meet her, he will love her even when she's brushing her teeth in the morning and she's just woken up, her hair is messy, she's in a bad condition. He would not even want to tell her that I'm coming to meet you, or I'm going on a date for you. He would meet her any time of the day. It doesn't really matter, because they don't love each other's body. Body is the last thing they are concerned about. They love each other's soul, and that makes them beautiful in the eyes of each other. And that makes them feel that this is the only person I want and I'm attracted to. Why? Because this person has a beautiful heart. This person has a beautiful soul, and I can see the light in their soul. I can see the shine in their eyes, and I can see the gleaming eyes, and I can see the, when a person smiles, they smile from their heart and soul. So those are the things they find attractive. And in current energies, because also one more thing that has happened is, for a lot of people who were in this 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, some of the people felt really sick, and some of the people literally felt like they got a rebirth. because they were in such bad energies, and these bad energies were not like a punishment for them. This is because, just before the butterfly turns into the butterfly, it's a caterpillar. So there's that time frame is very painful. It's a time of struggle because you are getting into rebirth mode. So both the masculine and the feminine, they actually went into a rebirth mode in the last few days. The few days that passed by between 8th of August till I think 13th and 14th, it had the impact. So all those people who were struggling, especially the feminines, because the feminines are supposed to go through this type of pain. So their energies became stronger and they could connect with their DM and DFs much better, much better. So both of them are in balanced energies, and both of them have the mother energy as well as the warrior energy in equal proportion. Okay. So on this note, I'm going to sign out from this particular session. I will see you soon in another one. There are lots of such messages that were pending, because even I told you guys I was not feeling well. So for one whole week, I could not do the channeling. So I'm trying my level best to give you as much as I can, all the pending stuff. So I was making a note of all those channeled messages, and I'm trying to complete them one by one. Thank you so much. One love and peace out.